Good morning from beautiful sunny Vancouver. Now, I just moved to Vancouver 1 month ago. My name is Travis Ridgen. I play professional hockey in the United States for a team called the Motor City Rockers just outside of Detroit, or at least until I went back home to get season-ending hip surgery in the beginning of January. Now, I got the surgery in the city that I was born in, Winnipeg, Manitoba, and about a week later I hopped the train and moved to Vancouver full-time. In this video, I want to share with you why I moved to Vancouver my first month living here, when and where I'll be playing next. This video is sponsored by Sheath Underwear. Let's begin. At the end of the day, I'm doing what feels right for me and chasing down my dream.
So you played for a team in Detroit, and I'm from Chatham.
Oh my God, I'm so... Jesus Christmas. Thank you so much. So this is the Vancouver Lookout in downtown Vancouver. It's got a pretty unique view of the entire city. It's stationed a couple feet away from the waterfront here at Waterfront Station. You know, since moving to Vancouver, I have no friends because I never lived here before. And because I have no friends currently, I figured that a lookout would be a great vantage point to try to find some. I'm gonna say the Vancouver Lookout, which would be right up there. Really cool spot. Now, I must confess that I do have at least one friend in Vancouver for the time being.
What's good, motherfucker? My Valentine.
This here is my amazing girlfriend, Victoria. She loves donuts almost as much as I do, and she also does dog sit from time to time. But I do help out whenever I can, as you can see here. Also, here's a video of a random corgi that I was petting the other day at the bus stop. Now, the reason I tell you this is, technically speaking, she is the reason that put me over the edge to move to Vancouver full-time after I got my hip surgery, because I had to start rehabbing everything at home, and I cannot tell you how excited I am to finally start skating again in the weeks to come. Now, I think this is also a very good time to explain why I picked Vancouver part of this video. This here is Pascal Villana. He's my primary goalie coach and my biggest mentor, and he has been for over 2 years now. But I met Pascal because of this man right here. This here is Brad Sherwood.
I was flipping through YouTube and I'm watching videos, and I came across one of yours. When you said I need hip surgery, that made me comment.
He said, you got to meet Pascal. So
in November 2020, I'm playing my first year of pro in Sweden. Season gets shut down. I ended up coming back home to Winnipeg, and I immediately head to Vancouver to meet and skate with Pascal. And this was an eye-opening, life-changing experience because I got introduced to a new style of goaltending and just being coached in a way that I'd never been coached before.
how you doing?
I'm good. My skating
I told you we were going to work on this stuff. Don't be frustrated. Take the opportunity to understand that this is going to take your game to a whole new level.
Yeah, I expect more of myself.
We got nothing but time. If you want to spend the whole 2 hours working on the skating, we'll spend the whole 2 hours working on the skating. This time is for you. You're learning something completely new when you're 24 years old.
I was really worried when you left, as a matter of fact. The look on your face, I thought you hated my guts.
Yeah, we both thought that. We thought, oh God, he's not going to come back. It's too much hard work.
And I've come back to Vancouver multiple times since December 2020 to continue working on my game with Pascal, but specifically in September, I met this girl right here.
Originally, I told her I was going to make her dinner.
Yeah.
And then I told her, what about breakfast for dinner? She's like, oh, breakfast for dinner? Well, she changed her mind. Originally, she wanted French toast. Now she wants breakfast poutine.
You got to get some potatoes. You got to get a little spaghetti sauce.
She's 6 feet tall.
If we have a boy, NHL bound.
NBA.
NBA.
NBA. You don't need skill, you just got to be big.
Hey, a goaltender at 6'8" in the National Hockey League, they'll draft him.
And fast forward now to February in 2023, we're living together, we're getting an apartment together, and things are going pretty well.
This is how I know dinner's ready. You incinerated it.
You think we can scrape it off?
Yes, we can try.
But keep in mind, this setup is not a forever thing because I'm not retiring from hockey anytime soon, and I will be leaving Vancouver in the fall for the upcoming pro hockey season. Assuming that we don't have any setbacks, I'm hoping to start skating in full gear for the end of April. But before that, in March, I'm going to be taking the train from here at Pacific Central in downtown Vancouver, heading east 2.5 days back to where I was born in Winnipeg.
Back to Winnipeg!
And this is so that my surgeon can get an updated x-ray and an exam of how I've healed since the surgery and ultimately give me the final thumbs up on returning back to the ice. But until then, it's going to be little exercises like this every single day to continue gaining range of motion in my hip back into my full capabilities so that I can ultimately give the goaltender that I know I can become to whatever team I'm playing for at the start of next season.
If people look at me, they're going to think that I play hockey or something.
No. I don't know what would give it away.
So I had my surgery less than 5 weeks ago, and this here is my ice machine that I named Igor. He's basically a giant cooling unit that you just toss chunks of ice into and a little bit of water, and it circulates cold water around my hip to keep the inflammation down, and it, as you can see here, can also be used as a water bowl for my cat to drink out of. By the way, this is my cat that my mom is taking care of. It's kind of a complicated situation, but I officially don't need Igor anymore, so I brought him back to the place that I rented him from. Now this here's Derek. He's my physiotherapist, and this week we get to do something that I have not done since hip surgery, and that is doing hip stretches. And trust me when I tell you, it feels so good. Squats, on the other hand, do need a little bit of work. My hinging at the hip is almost 100%. All in all, we're making a lot of progress, but most of all, today I got to do my first butterfly since surgery.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? There's like nothing. This is tense. There's nothing up here.
Listen, actually, I think your range is actually better than you think. The problem is the thing that you're using to measure it's like the hardest thing to do right now. But from a rotational standpoint,
You see the range in my hip? Holy shit. As far as hockey goes for next season, I don't really know exactly where I'm going to be playing because the team that I play for this year, the Motor City Rockers, currently still holds my rights. Obviously, Europe is going to be an option, but with the new import rules and only 2 non-European goalies being in all of Sweden Division 2, it's going to be tough to find a job. But there's 3 brand new expansion teams coming to the Fed this year in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, Trenton, New Jersey, and Wydenville, Virginia. So there is a potential chance that I do get picked up in the expansion draft if Motor City doesn't protect me in that draft. But at the end of the day, I'm going to do what feels right for me. I'm going to play where I'm wanted and where I'm actually going to play. I don't expect to play every game or even be a starter for next year. Obviously, that's all earned, but I want to play and I don't want to be a glorified cheerleader on the bench for 95% of the games. One thing that I do not want to wait for is picking up an amazing pair of underwear from Sheath Underwear. Sheath Underwear is game changing, and they're also the sponsor for this video. They have pioneered the dual pouch that has a compartment that separates your twig and your biscuit so that they do not stick together against the side of your leg. They can breathe, be comfortable, and especially with their bamboo mesh cooling technology, I guarantee that if you try a pair of Sheath Underwear, you're going to love it. I've been wearing Sheath exclusively for almost 2 years, and there's nothing better.
God, I never looked sexier in my life ever since I got these Sheath Underwear. Got so many chicks calling me. They used to be like, you, never go back. Use code TRAVSUCKS or you're gonna fucking suck. You have to beat that out. I used to look like that.
Code TRAVSUCKS gets you 20% off the best underwear money can buy. And you can too when you use the promo code TRAVSUCKS for 20% off with a link in the video description. You tap that first link and it'll take you right to the Sheath Underwear website. You add the 20% off TRAVSUCKS code. It'll save you some big bucks. And I want to say thank you to Sheath for sponsoring this video. Now, obviously, I miss skating. I miss the guys. I miss the locker room. But tonight, I went to a Vancouver Giants game with this guy right here. You may know him as TikTok star Nick the goalie. But we went to watch the Vancouver Giants take on the Victoria Royals. And the WHL is junior hockey. And although the Royals did absolutely wax the Giants 6-2, it was a solid game. And on that note, I cannot wait for the next time that I finally get to share some on-ice video with you where I'm in the rink and not outside filming it. So if you like this video, hit the subscribe button because I'm doing new videos every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern. If you want to listen to a non-mainstream hockey podcast, check out my podcast, Sling the Biscuit, that I host with Winnipeg morning radio legend Dave Wheeler. And by the way, I still do have some rookie cards that I am selling for $10 a piece if you're interested, and that $10 includes cards from Motor City in my last year in Sweden, and shipping anywhere in the world is included in that $10 as well. I want to say thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.
The fact that you say Valentine's and it makes me want to pull my hair out
Why?
because it's not proper grammar.
Can you make things work between us if I say it this way, or are we done?
I don't know, we might have to revisit this.